Passengers, Pokemon going to die, not a threat.
Just a fact.
The #1 podcast made by, for, and of the Terminally Online.
By
the
dumbasses.
Leftism podcast. Yeah. The #1 Leftism podcast by, for, and of the Terminally Online.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah. I'm Sarah, aka Thomas the Tanky Engine.
Now that I do like. I'm Roy, aka the GoFundMe Unicorn.
The what?
The GoFundMe Unicorn.
Please to explain?
I'll explain if you want to jump into the Vic Mignogna stuff.
Alright, I don't know a damn thing about this Vic Mignogna stuff, but I figure, let's start off with something like, a little bit like, I don't know, but yeah, let's start off with that.
Okay. Oh god. Give me a second, because I have a little thing I want to do here.
Yeah, so, for those who are unaware of who exactly Vic Mignogna is, he is an American voice actor who worked for Funimation, is that correct?
Yeah.
Worked for done a lot of like dub voices in the past. I think most famously he was Naruto?
No, he was Edward Elric.
Yes, okay. What else is Vic Mignogna? I always just think he's Naruto because of that one photo set of him complimenting Naruto's hair.
He's been in a ton of shit. What was he? I think he was Tamaki in Ouran.
Yep. Yes, he was.
He was a lot of things, and all of them were bad.
I'm the expert. It's time.
Here comes the expert. We have a special guest expert. Do you have headphones?
I will in 30 seconds.
I hope my mic is picking this up. Special.
Yeah, I can hear Fallon.
Okay, good. Special guest clout.
Wife of the show, Fallon.
Yeah, wife of the show.
Wife of the show, Burden of America, Fallon.
Wife of the show, Burden of America, expert of the Vic Mignogna.
Unfortunately. It's expert opinion time.
Hell yes.
Oh.
Alright, plug that shit
And
in.
it's not even opinions, it's just facts.
Right. Okay, here's another fact about Vic Mignogna. Here's another fact about Vic Mignogna, real
I'm
quick.
breathing a little hard because I did just run all the way to the other room to get headphones because I was not prepared for this.
In Season 2 of Code Geass, he played a character named Luciano.
Oh my god.
Luciano! Okay.
You know we had to do it to him.
Oh god.
You know?
He definitely had to do it to him eventually. He didn't, I wish he wouldn't have, but,
Yeah.
Yeah, we are all.
I'm fucking woo. Vic Mignogna,
He's been on some shit.
peerless, extremely famous, A-list voice actor of the early 2000s. Played such iconic roles as Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, Dark Mousy in D and Angel, Tamaki Suo from Our in High School Weird Kind of Incest Transphobia Club, and many more that people who kept up with mainstream anime, after 2005 can probably name. And
recent major roles of him have been Rin Matsuoka from Free Rohan Kishibe from JoJo.
Oh, he was Rohan. That sucks.
Yeah, it's despite everything else about Rohan, that's still his worst character trait, that he is voiced by Vic Mignogna in English.
You really hate to see it.
And that's how you know Vic Mignogna is a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and the thing about him is he's been a piece of shit for a very, very long time, and it's only recently in the the burgeoning Me Too movement that stuff has actually started coming out about him and how much of a sex pest he is, because he is a huge sex pest, and he has been a huge sex pest for years. Like, easily over a decade.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it's mostly towards the younger women.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he's, big, cool, heterosexual Christian guy. That's like his whole shtick. He's like super Christian. And...
He's spent about 20 years having a normal one, I think, at this point.
Yeah, just extremely having the most normal one you can possibly have.
Most recently, he's been in the headlines because he is finally, with any luck, Pokemon going to jail.
Yeah,
God, I wish.
fucking Vic Mignogna get indictment.
He's not indicted. he's in a deposition right now because he's suing... I don't know if he's suing Funimation or if he's suing just, like, some people he used to work with for...
It's most likely Funimation because he's a petty-ass bitch.
Yeah, he's suing
he got basically fired from Funimation and the work he was doing on Ruby with Rooster Teeth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because of all of these allegations, which, there's overwhelming evidence that they are most likely true.
Yeah.
Like, better late than never,
Yeah.
but also really late on this one, guys.
Yeah.
Deeply, deeply way too late.
So,
like,
right...
I feel like I have only cared about anime recently in my life, within the past, like, 4 or 5 years. I feel like I have known Vic Mignogna is a fucking piece of shit for, like, a decade at least.
Oh, wait, yeah. He's been doing some very normal and regular cool man things since, like, the beginning of his career.
In D. Gray Man, he did very much play a character named Clown, though, so...
Art
much to
imitates
think
life.
about.
It's impossible to say whether he's bad or not.
Oh.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
No,
I'll say he's bad.
Yeah.
It can be pretty solidly concluded that this dude sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's currently in court right now getting brutally owned. He's just making a complete idiot out of himself.
Yes.
I have a bunch of extracts from the transcript of his
Please
deposition,
do.
and it's very good. Huh?
Yeah, we are very much bookending this podcast with there's going to be some rough shit in the middle. We're bookending it with some weird shit, and then we're going to end it with some fun shit.
Just some lighthearted sex pest fun.
I mean, listen. The circumstances leading to this, not fun whatsoever. The things that are said in this disposition as he is desperately trying to prove that he is not owned as he turns further and further into a corn cob. That's like his grasps of like trying to create a defamation suit out of nothing.
It's comedy gold.
It's so good. Can me and Fallon do like, because we have these excerpts open and I want to read one. I want to do kind of a fun live reading of this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty quick. Yeah. So
let me get my Vic Mignogna voice on.
I mean, he's only saying 2 words in this one, but
get up in here. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Ray's gonna play the part of Vic Mignogna, and I'm gonna play the attorney.
And you know what? No, you know what? I'm thinking about this, and I think I'm going to do it in the Edward Elric I Want My Brother Back voice. Let's get it poppin'.
Let's get it poppin'. Okay. Are you aware of any other GoFundMe campaign in the entire United States where a man accused of sexual harassment gets money to go sue his accusers?
No, sir!
I mean, you're a unicorn, aren't you?
What?
I mean,
unicorn, homie. That's all you gotta say.
I mean, you're literally the only male in the entire United States accused of sexual harassment who solicited money not to keep
objection form
himself out of jail, but to go sue the harassers. Do you realize how unique you are?
Objection form. Am I?
Do you realize it?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay, I mean,
I didn't ask for any of this, sir.
I didn't ask for this.
We didn't want this.
Man, this radio play fucking rules.
It's very good.
Is this the same deposition where he like tried to make a case for himself by saying that he is not actually a living piece of feces?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was a little before this particular deposition, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just like I said, the most flailing of just like falling, just like finally, just like he has been digging his own grave for the past 20 years, and now he is desperately clawing at the sides, trying to keep from falling into this fucking like 100-foot pit that he is about to dive.
Oh yeah, he's already in a hole, and he thinks the solution is to dig himself out of it.
The dumpster is 100 feet deep, and it's on fire, and he's fallen. He's fallen. I'm so ready.
I'm like dropping hints that he's falling.
When I'm falling?
Oh, man.
So he's doing that.
He's got so many. There's just so much of this shit. She's just like straight scrolling through his
the greatest
screenshots from his disposition.
The Vic Mignogna deposition funny moments.
Yeah, the Vic Mignogna Essence collection. Oh god, I almost convinced myself in my head for a minute there that he also voiced Inuyasha, but it was that other guy, so thank god, dodged a bullet there.
That other guy, there's two voice
My
actors.
childhood wouldn't have been able to survive it. And I will say one thing about this entire situation, about the fact that even despite all of these, him just making a complete ass out of himself, all of these allegations that can be very easily verified in multiple sources, that the fact that there are still people out there caping for him, really, I've been thinking about it, and I think it just kind of speaks to the pervasiveness of like the power of our own nostalgia and what it will drive us to do in order to keep our childhood idols or whatever pristine. Because a lot of these anime shit that he was in was coming out when a lot of us were younger and way more impressionable, and it would play a big part into the nostalgia element. And it's hard for us to conceptualize that someone that we looked up to, even in like a weird dub voice actor way, could do something like this.
And speaking, and you coming on here speaking as a former Resin Bull Ranger.
Yeah, I'm an ex-Resin Bull Ranger, so...
What?
There
what is a
was...
Resin Bull Ranger? I know Resin Bull is the town from Fullmetal Alchemist, but what is...
Oh boy.
So, you remember Yahoo groups? Back in the day?
But I can picture what they were.
They were like GeoCities. And as far as I can remember...
Too young to know what GeoCities are, but keep going.
They also had a GeoCities site, but it was a Yahoo group, and it was called the Resin Bull Rangers, and this was in the early 2000s.
Yahoo groups were like...
Was it like Google Circles?
Yeah, Google Circles is kind of a sort of a proto Reddit.
Little bit, yeah. It was like basically your own like gigantic group chat page. Basically, it was just kind of like a live journal group,
All right.
Yeah. So this particular Yahoo group, Resin Bull Rangers, was a fan group for Vic Mignogna, because he played extreme alchemy boy, Full Metal Edward Elric Alchemist.
Full Metal Elric.
Full Metal Elric. little fun Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Elric.
Yeah.
Full Metal Elric.
Full Metal Elric.
And it was a fan group that a bunch of people had made, and he was a member of it, and he interacted with them constantly. And I was a part of the group, but as long as I have been alive, I have always been a lurker. So I never said shit. I just like scrolled. But it was weird. It's like kind of the only, I guess it's like a relic of a bygone era where you could do that and be like some kind of like incredibly influential person and have like a fan group like that where you could just actively interact with your fans. But on the other hand, I think as far as Vic is concerned, sort of just enabled him to do a bunch of nasty shit and get way too close to his fans.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, thankfully, did not have any personal experiences with the man himself. But
yeah. Before we depart from the anime corner, may I recite a couple of snippets from a defamation, like some threatening papers that his lawyers sent to someone for tweeting?
Please my God, please
do.
So here we go. At 9:30, this is in an email from his lawyers. At 9:30 a.m., you tweeted, "That's why he is fired from every major studio. Funimation and Rooster Teeth are not the only studios in the anime business in the world. Thus, your statement is blatantly false and thereby defamatory."
In what world, you gigantic sack of chicken shit?
Here we go.
Lord!
On February 19, 2019 at 8:31 a.m., she, brackets Monica, did nothing wrong. That fucking piece of shit did. The statement is defamatory and false because Mr. Mignogna is not a piece of shit, parentheses, that is another name for feces, thus is it impossible for him to be a, quote, piece of shit.
Oh, I stand corrected. Sorry, not a massive sack of chicken shit. Not even a piece of shit.
Yeah, we are legally not
to
allowed
say
to call
whether
him a
he's
piece of
feces or not.
Yeah, so impossible to tell. Because, his lawyer said that he's not, so
Holy
clearly he's
shit.
not. And, clearly figures of speech are just very passé nowadays, so...
He's in his 50s.
Feces, what's that?
He's in his 50s.
He looks like Gordon Ramsay's ugly Backstreet Boy cousin.
Oh.
His voice is a
God.
whiny, nasally piece of trash. He looks gross. His frosted tips are whack.
His tips, whack. His acting, whack.
He can play one character, and he can't even play that character well.
Jesus.
Huh.
I'm
Anyway,
glad-
I've gotten out what I need to get out.
Well,
I
you
think.
came on and you showed the end of your character arc, so that's good.
Yeah.
I've grown so much. Thank God. At what cost?
Oh, Lord. It's
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
thank you, Fallon.
Just came
Thank
on
you,
here to
Fallon.
shout
Yeah.
about the nasty
Thank you, wife
man.
of the podcast, Fallon.
Yeah.
Everyone listening, go listening to Podcasting is Forbidden, the Cloudry says.
Please,
Please.
Semper Bunny. Thanks,
Semper
y'all.
Bunny. Oh,
Lord.
God. He looks so bad.
He really does. He looks like if somebody tried to draw Jaime Lannister from memory, but they kept thinking of Gordon Ramsay while they were trying to do it.
Yeah. He just looks like a bad sculpting job of Gordon Ramsay.
He does.
Holy shit. he
Amateur
sucks to
night
look
at Madame Tussauds.
Oh. Amateur. That's good. That's good. I don't get it, but it's good.
Yeah, you know. Oh God. Okay, well that happened. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So let's get into the really bad stuff.
yeah, we gotta.
Yep. So Jeffy Epstein.
Old Jeffy, old Jepstein,
Yeah. Jepstein.
Jeffrey Effrey.
Back in the news for the 50th time this calendar year. And also the 50th time he's been in the news this year for being a terrible, terrible sex pest who deserves to die.
Yeah. Coincidentally.
But so what came to, I don't actually remember what it was that came to light that was like I could have sworn that like we were like that like stuff was already in action against Jeffrey Epstein. Like what like brought it to the fever pitch that's causing all these conversations now? Was it his like black book?
So I think what's up is that so Secretary of Labor Alex Acosta had been he had been the US attorney for the like jurisdiction that the Epstein stuff happened in like the 2000s. And he Acosta was the one who said, "Hey, quit looking into it. I think it's fine and cool because he has a lot of money and that kind of thing." So now, I feel like that's just kind of like resurging for some reason. I think like.
So the thing that brought him back into the news is that he was arrested on July 6th at the airport on sex trafficking charges.
Okay.
And then they broke down his fucking townhouse door and like just found a shitload of evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Sex trafficking and conspiracy to traffic minors for sex. And so there are court documents alleging that at least 40 underage girls were brought into Epstein's mansion for sexual encounters, which is
Christ.
fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And in those things that were recovered from Jeffy's apartment, or his townhouse, was like a black book with just like a bunch of like names and details about the names in there, including people like, you know, Trump. We already knew that Trump was like pretty in bed with Acosta on this.
Yeah.
I think we knew about Bill Clinton before this, but I'm not 100% sure. But Alex Acosta is definitely a new one. Especially in how Alex Acosta played a role in basically getting Jeffrey off the hook last time.
Yeah.
And the whole Bill Clinton's presence in that book of his has been like the right wing, the alt-right chuds on Twitter have been like, well, the left never wants to see the left will never want to see Bill Clinton go down, so Trump is safe. Jeffrey can't touch Trump, and like the thing is that I don't know anyone who likes Bill Clinton.
Yeah. Bold of you to assume, like.
God, if he went to jail, like, if he went to jail for this, like, that would be good, actually. I'm very hopeful that Bill Clinton fucking goes to prison for something.
Yeah, honestly.
God, please, just put him in jail for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Like, like that, and that happens just over and over and over again. That the chuds are like, so and so on the left is like accused of something, and the left is gonna protect them or whatever. And it's like,
yeah, what was it? What state was it? Was it your state that had the fucking like the 3 Democratic people, like the governor and like the
yep, that was Virginia.
Yeah, that was, and the alt-right was like, oh, they're just gonna want these people to walk, and like, no, we
I would really prefer my state not be led by sex pests and criminals.
Yeah.
And racists. That was another thing, yeah. Now that you remind me. That just kind of fizzled.
That was fun. Is your governor still there? Still the same? Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't he say he was gonna step down?
Oh no, no, that was never in his plan.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he did a funny racism and then he was like, no, I'm here. So
you love it.
Yeah, he said I will never log off, and indeed, he has yet to log off, so... Cool state, normal country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a fun... Just kind of a fun...
Yeah. But God, I would love for Bill Clinton to go to jail over this.
Yeah! I would love for Bill Clinton to go to jail over something, please.
Yeah, please. Like, I tweeted about this the other day, but like, I am just like... Can somebody please fucking go to jail for sex crimes? Please, somebody, anybody, because every day I feel like I am just hearing these stories from people who have been horribly hurt at the hands of these like incredibly rich and powerful men, and nothing bad ever happens.
Nothing bad ever happens. Nobody ever gets arrested. Nobody ever goes to jail. Nothing ever fucking happens. And it would be so good if, for once, somebody's life actually got ruined like people are always saying they're going to.
Like, the bar for me is so low on this. Like, Jeffrey Acosta should... Jeffrey Epstein should have been in jail, like, 2 decades ago. Like, everyone involved in this really should have been in jail 2 decades ago.
Absolutely.
But, like, Jeffrey Epstein should have been in jail. Like, every 6 months, there are new reasons to put Jeffrey Epstein in jail, and he keeps getting by on this. And, like, they finally arrested him, and, like... The high bar for this to me is Jeffrey Epstein getting prosecuted in some way, shape, or form, and then he'll get pardoned by Trump if Trump is not also implicated in this. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine that you can just do that.
I mean, he'll get implicated and nothing will happen. So. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Well, absolutely nothing is going to happen. Nothing will change.
Yeah.
And we live in hell forever.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of hearing these people, like, just seeing these people, these incredibly brave people just relive their trauma on such a public stage, and then just nothing happened. Like, it is like killing me, and I was not even involved whatsoever in the actions. Like, I cannot imagine what it must feel like for these people to, like, go up on a national stage and, like, talk about these things, have their names be said in the same sentence of these, like, just the amount of, like, publicity and just nothing to happen. Like, I mean, I'm never not thinking about Christine Blasey Ford. Oh, God. Or to go back further, Anita Hill.
Yeah.
It rules.
It's like, I can't even, it's so hard to joke about it. And, like, you know, I know this is something that we talk about, like, you know, not to go too far behind the scenes, but we talk about that a lot, and it's just so exhausting, you know?
Right, like, and, like, I'm not speaking as a survivor of, like, sexual, like, assault or harassment or any way, shape, or form, but, like, I can't even imagine what it is like for, like, these discussions to be happening every day for, like, someone who has experienced that. Like, it's... Like, it wears immensely on me. I cannot imagine how much of a toll it is taking for these things to be just, like, so glibly discussed in the public eye and nothing to happen.
Yeah, I can open up a little bit. Speaking as a survivor, it's fucking exhausting. It's fucking exhausting, and it's just like being reminded of all of the things that you have told yourself that, like, nobody's gonna believe you and nobody's gonna care. And to see that happening on such a large scale over and over and over and over again, you get... At this point, I'm, like, not numb, but I'm just like, I just wish something would happen so I could take a goddamn nap. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so tired. I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
I have no other word for it other than just completely exhausted.
Yeah. It's just bad.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks, and I'm sorry.
It's all right. No, it is what it is.
You want to do some more fun news?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Daniel Shaver, you remember him?
Who's this guy?
Daniel Shaver was the guy who got shot by that cop.
Oh yeah,
who
that's
had
right.
"You're fucked" written on his gun.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about this like a way back, like around the start of the podcast. Honestly, this might have been like our first 10, 20 episodes. Brief rundown. Daniel Shaver was a man who was killed for failing to play Simon Says properly with a police officer who had a gun on him. The cops were called on him because he had a thing that looked kind of like a gun because he was an exterminator. But basically what it boiled down to, he was crawling towards the cops. He reached back to adjust his basketball shorts, and the cops killed him.
Yep.
And then the officer who shot him, Philip Brailsford, had "You're fucked" engraved on his gun. And he says, "Oh no, I got PTSD from killing an unarmed man in cold blood after making him play Simon Says." And then he both gets acquitted and also gets you wrote here $2,500 $2,500 a month, which is more money than I make.
Definitely over
Before
twice
taxes?
as much as I make in a month.
Like I like, not to get hung up on the money on this, but it's like that's more than like that's like $17, $18 a month, and that's like not even after, like, if you factor in taxes, like I maybe took home that much when I was working at a place that gave me $20 an hour.
It takes me like a month and a half to make that much money.
Yeah.
If not more. 2.5 months, I think.
Yeah. It's just really, really upsetting. Like, this is like there is definitely no shortage of cops killing people, going on paid leave, and then returning to the force. But like, this just feels like
this is just another level.
This is just like fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. This is getting rewarded for it.
Yes. Yeah. Because he just walked in and said, "Oh, I have PTSD."
Yeah.
And then like
he walked in and held up a sign with a frowny face on it, and they said, "Oh."
Maybe he does have PTSD from this, but you know what? I don't fucking give a shit because he's still alive and he murdered a man.
Yeah.
Like, if you kill a person, you like, oh my god. Oh my god.
If you kill a person with a gun that says "you're fucked" on it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Like, what? God. It has been a year and a half since that footage came out, and I have yet to forget that footage, and likely never will. It's genuinely haunting, and I try not to think about it very often because it is so upsetting.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, cool fun.
Yep.
What's the next fun thing for us to talk about?
The next fun thing is that, remember how cool the blue wave was and how great it was that we now have a majority in the House of Representatives?
Yeah, tell me about the blue wave.
Blue wave. The House of Representatives voted down Representative Sylvia Garcia, a Democrat from Texas, her amendment to the defense bill that would prohibit Defense Department facilities from being used to house or detain unaccompanied migrant children. Sounds like a pretty, like, yeah, like that just sounds like the most, that just sounds like that just sounds like a very tax credits version. Like, that sounds like that is to like the crisis at the crisis with our immigrants. That, like, this movement is the exact same thing as like tax credits is to healthcare.
Yeah.
And like it's just such like a barely like their thing, and the Democrats couldn't even pass that. We lost that vote 198 to 223.
That's fucking amazing. Like,
which means that there were 34 no votes from Democrats on that, which would have very easily swung that. And Pelosi was a no vote on that, but I think I read somewhere that the House that the House Majority Leader has to vote no on failed bills. So I don't know if that's either the House or the Senate, and I do not remember which. So I apologize if I'm incorrect on that. So Pelosi may have liked this, or she may have not liked it, and either way, she voted no. It's bad.
Yeah.
But 33 other Democrats were not, I can say for sure, were not obligated to vote no on this.
I could read their names out if we'd like to put them on blast.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
D. Allred, Texas. D. Axney, Iowa. D. Brindisi, New York. All of these are D's. Democrat. Never mind. I thought that was their first initial. I'm dumb.
Allred from Texas.
Yeah.
Axney from Iowa?
Yeah. Brindisi, New York. Case, Hawaii. Caston, Illinois. Cox, California. Craig, Minnesota. Cuellar, Texas. Cunningham, South Carolina. Fletcher, Texas. Golden, Maine. Hill, California. Horn, Oklahoma. Johnson, Texas. Captor, Ohio. Custer, New Hampshire. Lamb, Pennsylvania. Malinowski, New Jersey. Macbeth, Georgia. Moulton, Massachusetts. Murphy, Florida. Pappas, New Hampshire. Peters, California. Peterson, Minnesota. Porter, California. Rice, New York. Richmond, Louisiana. Slotkin, Michigan. Spanberger, Virginia. Hey! Stevens, Michigan. Torres Small, New Mexico. Underwood, Illinois. Van Drew, New Jersey. And Visklosky, Indiana. Just saying.
So, it blows my mind that, like, even Democrats from, like, California voted no on this?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not, like, this should have been just, like, a party line. Like, no, like, voting yes on this.
You would think.
Yeah, you would very much think.
Yeah, you would think, but you would think has been, like, the only words that anyone has gone by since 2015 or so.
Yeah, Christ. I hate this fucking world.
I really...
And, like, whether or not Pelosi did vote no on this out of necessity, out of a literal requirement, or because she likes the, or because she does not like the it.
Yeah.
Pelosi is also in the headlines this week because she keeps fucking, like, making fun of AOC and saying, oh, she doesn't fucking matter whatsoever. She's not going to do anything. Do not post.
AOC, do not interact.
Oh, I'm mainly just really enamored with the idea of Nancy Pelosi saying, do not post.
Yeah.
Do not tweet. No. No posting.
Oh, God. Muted, blocked.
Posting is permitted between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Posting is not permitted in the cloud recesses.
Posting is forbidden in the House of Representatives.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Good Lord.
I hate this administration so... I mean, I hate the Democrats so fucking much.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Nancy Pelosi is just the most useless piece of shit that's ever... That I, like
all of them are.
It's just... I just cannot imagine looking at the current, like, administration, what it is doing to this country, and, like... Every time she gets talked to about a thing that's like, hey, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? Her response is always, I'm too busy doing other things to do something like that. And then she just doesn't do other things. Like, her answer is just always, I'm too busy doing other things to do this thing. And what are the other things? I don't know what the fucking other things are. The other things that she does are just say, no, we can't do that. We have to do other things.
She's watching Game Grumps.
She's
playing Minecraft.
She downloaded Minecraft Pocket Edition and lost herself in the world of killing zombies and building houses.
She's logging into her Roblox account and she's having a very good time with it.
Yeah, and doing that. She's playing Fortnite so that she can floss because her old bones will not let her floss.
She has to play Fortnite and learn all the dances so that she can do epic Orange Justice on something or another.
Yeah, I can't wait for Trump to say that. Like, all gay people need to go to jail, and Pelosi just, like, stands up and does Orange Justice and then says, "I agree."
Yeah. What if it was Orange Justice? What if she called it Orange Justice when he was indicted for something, and it would be an epic clapback?
Damn, that would be pretty epic, except for Nancy would just say, it's so tragic that our great president has been indicted.
That's true.
And I'm sorry that I couldn't do more to stop it.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to remove it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, yeah. So, thank you, Nancy, and the rest of the fucking blue wave, useless motherfucking pieces of shit.
Thanks.
We love it.
It's Democrats. It's Dems. Yeah.
Some good news from Democrats. Bernie announced today, as a part of his platform, this is not like a really big story. This is just like a nice thing that I wanted to mention, that he is pushing to abolish the Electoral College, which would be very good.
Please.
As we have detailed on this podcast before, conceptually, the Electoral College is supposed to prevent like one state from having a what's the word? I cannot think of the word, disproportionate amount of power when it comes to the election, so that like people don't just have to go to campaign in 6 states. But obviously the way it works functionally is that like a lot of states are just like locked up, and so there are like 10 states worth campaigning in, and so like no one ever gives a shit about California because California is just always going to be a blue state. No one ever gives a shit about Texas because Texas is always going to be a red state. So Bernie wants to fucking get rid of it and just popular vote shit.
Yeah. Sure would be nice if voting
that's
counted.
I'd rather just like popular vote, okay, but like what if it wasn't first past the post?
Yeah.
But okay, sure, Bernie. I'll take it, Bernie. Thank you. That reminded me that when he was announcing this, he mentioned like twice in the last 20 years we have experienced a president winning the election but not the popular vote, and it kind of made me remember just how fucking wild, because like I was alive during the 2000 election, but I certainly wasn't like old enough to like understand any of it, because I was only like 6 or whatever at the time. And I just cannot imagine what it was like to like just live in that lurch in between like election night and the actual like the time that the Supreme Court said, actually, Bush is president. Thank you. Goodbye. No, we will not be taking questions.
I was like just conscious enough to know that it was fucked up. What was I? I had just turned 12. And I remember being very angry about it. And a lot of my, like, classmates kind of said exactly that to me. Like, oh, well, no, actually, Bush is just president. I love it, so... I remember being angry about that because I was like, okay, but, like... I mean... The math, though... Like, that's not my subject, but... I don't know. That's kind of where I was at that point. Yeah. I was fucking 12 in 2000.
God. Grandma Roy.
I'm turning 31 next month.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to just like get a couple of good news off the charts and then just like get into what's going to be the rest of this podcast?
Sarah, please.
Okay, so here's some good news. R. Kelly got arrested again on federal sex crime charges, and I hope, like I said before, please fucking someone go to jail for sex crimes. I am begging.
R. Kelly served time already challenge.
Yes, please. Not much else on that, except for we're just very hopeful that he fucking goes to jail. Update on a story that we mentioned last week. Miss Major, she had a stroke, but she's doing okay.
Yeah.
We love it.
Wish her all the best.
Yeah. So now what we're going to do is that we are going to rate the... Just to kind of bring this show back up to some fun.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and rate all of the Democrats 2020 fucking
logos,
campaign, whatever logos. Yeah. And we'll put a link in the show notes so you can play along also. So do you want to just go like left to right, top to bottom?
Yeah, we could do left to right, top to bottom. What's gonna be like? Are we gonna do like a 1 to 5 scale? Or are we gonna give it like something out of something?
I don't know. I just kind of okay, I think the post that we were the post that we were reading this on has things that like describe them as like what they would be if they were not a presidential campaign thing. And I think we should not look at that and try and do the same to prescribe it for us.
Okay.
Because Bennett for America just kind of looks. What is that to me? To me, that is like a meat shop.
It's the Smithfield Ham logo.
It's fine. It's an okay logo.
Yeah.
It looks. I like it. Biden president.
Oh boy.
How do we feel about Biden president?
Why is the E like that? What is it?
I just like it's the flag, maybe? I don't know. I just
but like, what is it like? Why the E? Why not the D or the I or any other letter?
Or like, turn your head sideways, and that might be like the GoDaddy logo hair.
God, the E stands for what's a funny word that starts with E? Egregious. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like Biden president because it's just like I just really imagining every time like someone brings out something, it's like maybe you should drop out Biden. He just like pounds for himself like Biden president, Biden president. But what is this a logo for? Because this looks like a logo for like a fucking like MLM. Like
it does.
Like this looks like something that like my fucking cousin wants to like reconnect with me over. Oh, Corey 2020 just kind of looks like a.
It just looks like a bumper sticker already.
Yeah.
He said, "What's the most bumper sticker I could possibly design?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It also kind of looks like they like how in Microsoft Word when you highlight the text like it inverts it. It just looks like.
Oh God.
Bullock 2020. This one just kind of looks like a toothpaste. And I know I'm just saying that because Aquafresh, but
it also kind of looks like maybe a public transit of some type.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
What about Pete 2020?
Pete 2020 is jeans.
Sorry. 20 Pete 20.
Those are the
jeans.
It's the 20 Pete 20 jeans. That's the only size it comes in.
There was no fraction reduction done on this advertising campaign. It is 20 Pete's for 20 jeans.
Pete's, you get 20.
Julian Castro looks like the logo on like he just kind of looks like the logo that like a newscaster would get like a CNN broadcaster like for a I don't know who like the CNN equivalent of this is like, but like someone who gets like their hour-long show every day, like a Tucker Carlson of CNN. That's the kind of vibe I get from this.
It looks like if you change the colors, if you made like the lighter blue accent into like, I don't know, like a bright red or something, it could be like some type of all-natural juice logo.
Yes, 100%, 100%. De Blasio 2020. This is the exact same thing as Cory Booker's, except for it's like a fucking yard sign already.
Yeah, this is real estate.
Yeah.
De Blasio Realtor.
Delaney for President 2020. This feels like a bank or like a credit union or something, but like specifically the version of their logo for Pride Month.
Yeah.
There is a rainbow in the D.
Yeah.
Which is, what, is Delaney gay?
Who even is Delaney? That's one of the candidates that I don't know anything about.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna Google it. Who is Delaney?
Yeah.
There's too many of these people.
Yeah.
Who?
Tulsi
John Delaney.
Yeah. Tulsi 2020 kind of looks like what is this? What is this vibe? This is giving me like a video game vibe, like the second or third video game in a franchise. Like, you know how there was like Metro Last Light and Metro whatever.
Oh my God.
Like this just looks like the sequel. Now 2020 Gillibrand is interesting. This looks like maybe like a fuck hate kind of thing.
This looks like a retail chain, sort of like a Forever 21 or an H&M. Yeah.
Gravel 2020 is like a LinkedIn thing, like a LinkedIn knockoff.
Yeah, that's some type of platform.
Kamala Harris for the People is just Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt meets This American Life.
Hold on, can we go back to Gravel 2020 for a second?
Yeah.
What is going on with this A? Yeah, what is that?
Hold on. Let's just...
I can't...
oh, yes. Speaking of Mike Gravel, he got enough donors to get on the debate stage.
All right. Good on him.
I am excited to hear him just call everyone a fucking war criminal.
Somebody's gotta.
Like, genuinely excited. What?
Please.
It's like, it looks like maybe the flag? Maybe?
It looks like a football helmet with tassels.
It does!
It's a training helmet. It looks
Yeah.
it looks like a sideways jellyfish.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt meets This American Life.
Uh-huh.
Hickenlooper is just like shoes. It's literally just Adidas.
Yeah. All day I think about Hickenlooper. All day
Yeah.
I Thickenlooper about Hickenlooper.
I'm never not thinking about John Wickenlooper. Jay Inslee kind of looks like a mid-90s like educational CD-ROM.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's like 90s software. Yep.
What the fuck is Amy for America? I can't make heads or tails of this Klobuchar.
That's somebody's business card that they made with like just the default fonts at work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I love how it's 3 discrete fonts.
Yeah.
What is Wayne for America?
Word art.
Word art. Seth Moulton 2020, that kind of looks like maybe like a beer.
Yeah, it could be a beer. It also looks like maybe like a draft of an Olympics logo. Or like
that's also the kind of the vibe I'm getting from Tulsi's.
Yeah.
Beto for America is, I know it's like the exact same setup as like one of those sauce packets from, I don't remember the restaurant, but also it looks exactly like Apex Legends.
Oh my god.
Tim Ryan has the exact same thing as Corey 2020 going on, where it looks like he highlighted half of the text.
Yeah.
But like, what is this? This is like a magazine logo that I'm getting from Tim Ryan.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't really have anything for Bernie, honestly. Just toothpaste again.
Yeah, Bernie's toothpaste boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Swalwell specifically sells jeans to people who like guns.
Eric Swalwell, that's the military surplus store.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yes.
Warren
has a feel. Warren is like that's like the same exact logo that Bruce Wayne would have.
Warren looks like an upscale like mom clothing store. Like not quite a Nordstrom, like something smaller. I'm blanking on though.
I was also gonna say kind of like an upscale-ish restaurant, like
Yeah.
not like a black tie affair, but like the closest the probably like the most upscale restaurant you can get without like feeling like you're obligated to go in a suit and tie and shit.
There's a restaurant like 10 minutes from me that I think uses that exact same font, so that's I diagnose it valid.
Marianne 2020 is also a MLM.
Yeah. It's
Like,
got MLM pink in it, so
Yeah, absolutely.
that's girl boss colors.
And Andrew and Yang is the worst airplane you've ever been on.
It also looks like a soda that's like it's like a knockoff Pepsi.
Yeah. Like this is like a knockoff what is it? Not Dr. Pepper. What the fuck is it? RC Cola.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
knockoff RC Cola.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yang Cola. Yeah, we did it.
Fucking God. Can some of them leave? I know Swalwell already fucking quit, but like more, please.
Please. Oh man. I thought you were talking about the logos for a second. I was gonna be like, okay, well let's knock out the ones that aren't good and then leave just some of the better ones here. And do like kind of a bracket thing.
You know what? Let's just take turns striking. Hold on, I'm just gonna screen cap this and open it in Paint.
Oh, me too.
So that we can take turns striking until we are left with the one logo, the ultimate in
the ultimate logo
in democracy.
The ultimate, the only candidate you'll ever need, based only
Save
on
as fart.jpg.
Okay, how are we doing this? Are we just going?
I think we'll just go back and forth one by one and just like strike, just like get rid of one that you hate.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Fuck Tim Ryan. That's so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna cross that one out real quick so that I don't accidentally. Already also say fuck that one. On that same note, fuck Corey 2020. Exact same shit.
Yep. Corey, get out of here.
Corey, get the fuck out.
Corey, get the fuck out. I kind of appreciate her use of a color that isn't red, white, or blue, but Amy can get out of here too.
Yeah, I don't like Amy.
Yeah, Amy, go home.
Let's get Wayne the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Just fucking good, like the show that comes on, like before the show that comes on Good Morning, before Good Morning America. Like this is the motherfucker that has like the 5 a.m. TV, like the 5 a.m. slot blocked off every weekday.
Oh god.
So Wayne's out.
Yeah. De Blasio, I'm not renting from your company, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, no one likes rainbow capitalism, so Delaney, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if I'm ready for Fallout Tulsi, so...
Fallout Tulsi?
Valve's Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Let's see. I think I gotta get rid of Biden as much as I love the GoDaddy E.
Okay. Oh, now we're getting into it.
Eric
Swalwell is kind of giving me some... It's giving me too militaristic of vibes, so... Not a fan.
Let's see. I'm gonna say Bennett's fucking, like, pet food ass logo is gone.
Oh my god. Bullock, I can't believe didn't get eliminated earlier.
Yeah. Just kind of a forgettable one.
Yeah.
Honestly, on that same note, I'm gonna get rid of Bernie's.
Yeah, you know what? It pains me to say it.
Yep. What are you striking next?
Yeah. Kamala's trying too hard. That's too much patriotism for my...
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of 20 Pete, 20 jeans.
20 Pete 20 is so fucking good.
I gotta get rid of it.
That's fair. I mean, it's your call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else? You go.
I'm gonna go with I'm not really feeling the Gravel 2020 software suite, so that can get about.
The Gravel 2020 software suite.
Microsoft Gravel.
Yeah, the last time I flew on one of Yang's planes, they just gave me some fucking expired pretzels.
And what's the deal with Airline Yang?
Getting into the fucking weeds on this
yeah.
now, huh?
Warren, I'm gonna go with Warren.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of Seth.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next choice.
That is like a beer that I'm always gonna look at in the grocery store and then decide on a beer that looks better.
I'm a big fan of Pink, but I'm gonna say Gillibrand is just kind of leaning a little bit too much towards fuck hate. Gillibrand said...
That's exactly what it is.
Gillibrand said gay rights, but I said no to this logo, so...
I'm really loving the four that we're left with.
Me too!
Because we have Hickenlooper, Inslee, Beto, and Marianne.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
These ones have so much character.
They do, but I have to get rid of Beto because I am not very good at Apex Legends.
Yeah, that looks like... It looks like Beto's Roadhouse. Like, I'm not...
Yeah. Oh wait, Julian Castro is also in. I did not realize that.
Okay.
He was still in this.
That
was a hard call.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. God. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Julian.
Yep. I think... Marianne, your logo just does not reflect your personality. Your logo is like off-brand, like JCPenney. off, not JCPenney. Kohl's? Kohl's.
Yeah.
Might be Kohl's.
Yeah.
One of those big box stores.
Sort of a Marshall's kind of vibe.
And now you need to make the final choice.
Fuck.
Is our new president Hickenlooper or Inslee?
God. This is a real... This is a real situation I'm in. This might be.
Now we've both struck an equal number of posters at this point, so I think we should contribute. I think we should collaborate to come to a conclusion here.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm leaning Hickenlooper on this.
Okay, well that's gonna cause some conflicts because I can't help but love that 90s software aesthetic that Inslee's got going on.
I mean, honestly, Hickenlooper has a little bit of that for me too, because it very specifically reminds me of one of the company's logos that showed up in the opening credits of the Lego Island game.
That's a draw.
Might be Sierra?
That's a hell of a pull. That I can see it though. Damn, but Inslee has that gradient.
Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna learn so much just by putting the CD into my CD-ROM drive.
I know. I'm gonna open up Inslee and it's gonna be just full on Encarta.
Oh yeah. Okay, you said Encarta. I have to. Yeah. Inslee wins.
Inslee, congratulations, you did it.
Yeah. Is the green? Is like the semicircle on his poster supposed to be like the Earth that we have to save?
It's a CD-ROM. It's fuck it, I forgot what the thing is called. It's a Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a funny Laserdisc. He's gonna come out, he's gonna play Hail to the Chief, but it's gonna be a Vaporwave remix. And we're all going to love it. I'm at least going to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, do I want to save changes to fart.jpg? That just asked me. You know what? I think I will save changes to fart.jpg because it'll be fun to look at. It'll be fun to look at when I'm cleaning up this hard drive in 2 years and say, "What the fuck is fart.jpg?" Oh, in 2 years, I won't remember who most of these people are, and I'm so happy about that. I'll be like, "Who the fuck is Pete?" I'll have forgotten how to say Pete. I'll have forgotten how to have said Pete's last name by then.
His name is 20 Pete 20, Sarah. Never forget.
Yep. 20 Pete, 20 jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that everything?
I think that's everything. Is that everything? That's everything.
Yeah. So, do you want to get into recommendations?
Sure.
Lightbringers. Sorry,
Lightbringers. Let's do some Lightbringers.
My Lightbringer this week is going to be what did I fucking do this week? What the fuck? It's the new anime season, as y'all know. You know how I get down. So those are going to be like my next 4 appearances are going to be anime recommendations. But I watched the first episode of Fire Force, and I'm very excited for it because it is. I wanted to like Double Decker, Doug and Kirill back in the winter season of this year. I can never remember if the winter season's at the start of the year or at the end of the year, but I digress. And I really wanted to like it because it had a lot, like, I loved the animation. I liked a lot of the jokes, aside from when they went transphobic with them, which I really hated. But like, it was a cop show. Mm-hmm. And like, there's just like a disconnect that I have in my brain when it comes to cop shows. I think I finished it. I thought like it was okay overall, and like this is very much filling that gap for me, except for it's firefighters who are good.
That's good.
We like. The core conceit is basically, what if firefighters were also exorcists and they had to like exorcise flame demons called infernals?
That fucking rules.
There is the main character is a lovely boy with very sharp. He's got like riffraff teeth and red eyes, and I love a protagonist, a good guy protagonist who's got all like those very traditionally villainous characteristics, like the sharp teeth and the red eyes and all that shit.
Hell yes.
And he is a pyrokinetic who does not blast fire out of his hands, but instead does it out of his feet, which I think is actually a cool twist. And it is the first time in my life I have been explicitly glad that the main character of an anime that I'm watching is not a woman.
Yeah. When you put it like that, you know, good shit.
Yeah.
I love that. Firefighters, I like that.
Oh, wait. I don't know why I completely forgot a recommendation, because I saw Midsummer 2 nights ago. I'll recommend that next time.
Yeah. So my Lightbringer is going to be... So if you are familiar with Deep Roy lore, you'll know that I'm always a big fan of that weird like phase in the mid 2000s where bands tried to be prog rock for a while. So I've been on my shit listening to a lot of Circa Survive lately. Specifically the album Juturna. So I'm gonna recommend that because it's good as hell. And I wasn't like super into it back then, but it's like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like finally clicking with me, and it's been like the only shit I've been listening to. So it's good. I like it.
I zoned out for 2 seconds, but are you talking about the Shrieking Shack?
I am now.
What were you talking about? I'm sorry. Like my brain was just like, I'm done podcasting for a second.
I was talking about 2005 Circa Survive album Juturna.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I think. Okay. Now we get into the cleanup.
Yeah.
We get into the cleanup. Thank you very much for listening to this week's episode of Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Go. Die, not a threat, just a fact.
Just a fact.
If you would like to find us, we are HKIPGTD everywhere. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. Delete your Facebook, but we are there on Facebook if you would really need to find us. Gmail, and also Patreon. Patreon.com/HKIPGTD. We are also Reddit.com/r/HKIPGTD. Thank you very much to Reddit user Bisexual Punch Party for your help keeping that subreddit running.
Thank you.
I would like to also, on our Patreon, patreon.com/HKIPGTD, at $1 a month, you get access to any and all bonus content that we do, pre and post shows, which we haven't had a lot of lately, but we are going to be trying to do more of. And also, our Cut for Time, our Lightbringers, which our extended Lightbringers, which I believe our extremely long episode about a Clash of Kings is going up soon.
I think that. Is
Yeah, I think there was discussion about that going up pretty soon. $5 a month gets you a special role on our Discord and a shout out on the podcast, and $10 a month gets you an even more special user role in the Discord, and you get to listen to our podcast live before we edit it, as we have 2 people doing right now.
Hell yeah.
So thank you very much to Roan the Other V. Berg, Dr. Activisionary, Burgermeister, Stephanie Ruff, Pregnant Seinfeld, David Besser, Alex Schaup, Six-Armed Sweater, Bryce, A Sexual Fish Tank, Ashinu, Nick Verne, Alex Hoot, Dick Butt is the Real Jesus, Maximilian Rower, Tufster McGee, Kangaroo, Bryant, Mogu, Nick Clarkson, Kadeho, Flo Siegel, Destry Hawk, Siberian Pine Hardwood, PR the Disaster, The Tallest Jew, Michael Weems, Non-Binary with Left Beep, Summer Geist, Dijonais, Chaz Goblin, Paul Blart, Fleshcart, Oleanders, and Ellen the Anarcho-Lalandeist.
Thank you.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you also to the Taxpayers for the use of their excellent song, Evil Men, off of the album Cold Hearted Town, Slap City. We use it for our intro every week. Thank you very much to Matt GameCube of the Noisepace.xyz network, where this and so many wonderful podcasts are hosted. This week, I'm going to recommend that you go listen to... What Noisepace pod? I mean, I already recommended Podcasting is Forbidden to Cloud Recesses.
Hell yeah.
So what if I recommend it twice?
What if?
It's a good episode, and this week's episode I was listening to it at work today, and I laughed out loud a lot.
Yay!
It was very good.
I'm glad about it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to guest on that.
Yes! Fuck yes. And, I'll go out of my way and I'll recommend some fear baiting.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, hey, I know that one.
But thank you. If you want to find me, I also do fear baiting and the Wonder Years.
Yeah.
It's an Animorphs podcast, and fear baiting is a horror movie podcast.
Hell yeah.
Also, a little bit of house cleaning. We have welcomed a new host to the fold.
Hell yeah.
They're not on this episode, obviously, but we would like to extend a warm welcome to Val Flight Cub, who has been a guest on many, many Noise Space podcasts, and we are very excited to have them on board.
I am so stoked to someday get to podcast regularly with Val Flight Cub. They're very good.
Big hat.
Big hat. Everyone give Val Flight Cub a big old welcome.
Oh yeah, I can also be found on Twitter at SunhatGenia, and also that's me on Twitch, and Mastodon at Snoutsout Online.
Hell yeah. You can find me on Twitter at SemperFunny, and that's basically the only thing I use.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for listening to this week's episode of Tourniquets and Just Pokemon Going to Die, Not a Threat.
Just fact.
And Memento Pokemori.
Memento Pokemori.